Today on Don't Panic
It's
Pantry.
Krispy time.
It's Krispy time. Call back to the original Don't Panic Pantry, the live stream version in which we made Rice Krispie treats with a milk cooler.
This was one house ago during the pandemic. We were doing Don't Panic Pantry every day, and I was like, I want to contribute culinarily. So I introduced Rice Krispie treats, my own recipe, something that no one's ever made.
But we're gonna brown butter for this. We're making brown butter Rice Krispie treats. So first thing we're gonna do
Is brown the butter. If I had it my way, I would just heat up butter. Browning butter takes a little bit longer than I would like, but it does make everything better. In the meantime, he'll do that because it's boring. I'll open all the things to make sure that they're fresh. I will be checking for freshness. He also wants to put in vanilla extract.
maybe some Maldon sea salt.
Yeah, but I do think the vanilla extract is like a hat on a hat.
So classically, a Rice Krispie treat, I think you use like 3 tablespoons of butter. But because when you brown butter, you're evaporating out some of the water content, you need more. So we're using a full stick of butter, which will brown and get tasty toasty.
Stick of butter.
So really all we're doing is taking butter and it's over like a medium-ish heat. And we're just letting it get as nutty as possible without burning. You're dropping a lot of marshmallows on the ground.
I'm trying to do a bit. Talk about your snap, crackle, pop.
Or as we call it on the show, Snippy Cricky Pippy.
Welcome back to Snippy Cricky Pippy. See, this is what's hard about brown butter, is that like it takes just a little longer than you want it to if you're someone making Rice Krispie treats, which means you're kind of a garbage face and you want them right now.
And then you want to keep an eye on your temperature. You don't want it to be so hot that the solids start burning on the bottom, but you want them to get nice and nutritious. Okay.
Smarter.
This looks pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So now what?
Now,
We pour in the marshmallows?
this is the tricky step.
Marshmallows.
And then you save this
Do we turn the heat off or leave it on?
for a dog poop bag for later, because the turd doesn't care what it gets wrapped in. Once the marshmallows are melted, then you remove it from the heat. I read that on the box. Come here, put your turd in this.
Sounds good.
That's right, nothing like butter and sugar. It's the olive oil and garlic of the sweet world, right? No one's ever been like, ugh, what's that, butter and sugar? Oh, what is that, cozy warmth? Disgusting. You do want to keep it moving because, again, you don't want it to burn. This is what a melted marshmallow looks like. I wonder if you could use marshmallow fluff. I bet you could. I feel like there's not a ton of rules when it comes to a 3-step dessert.
And you're saying no to vanilla.
I am. I think the marshmallows are engineered perfectly. I'm sure it'll be great. Do you want to do it?
I think we put a tiny saucisson.
Saucisson.
I think it's melted, right?
Yeah.
Heat off.
Heat off.
The H is O.
And now dump in the Krispies.
How much goes in? You're just gonna do it your
You
eyeball,
do it
Steve?
so you can coat. I would do a little dump. Do a dumper. And you don't want them too marshmallowy, but you do want every Krispie covered sufficiently. Like I could just eat it like this, because as my dad tells me, I'm a secret garbage face.
Is
So
that
like,
enough?
this is sumptuous. You might want a little bit more, because it can handle it. Okay. Now, do you want to pour the milk cooler into a cute glass?
I'm gonna prepare our milk cooler.
Now here's where I differ from other serious chefs. I enjoy my Rice Krispies piping hot, fresh off the stove. I don't care to let them cool, mostly because I'm impatient, but things are always better when they're hot. Do we have an oven mitt or something? This is very hot on my hand.
Take your hand off it.
I have to hold it still.
Okay.
Say take your hand off it like I'm an idiot.
Do we want Maldon salt in there?
Yes, we do. All right. I still think you could do more Rice Krispies, but I can appreciate the vanilla. This is about making it your own, making it gourmet, making it gourmand, but also keeping it accessible.
What would ruin it?
My hand being burned because my husband wouldn't give me a pot holder. And he just gave me the impractical man advice. Like, "No, stop touching it." Thank you.
You know where the towels are?
This is perfect. And I want you to get a close-up of this, Ben, please. In the industry, we call this webbing. This is perfect Halloween spookiness because it looks like a spider web, which is what you want to think about when you're eating. Because we were trying to see, I would just eat it out of the pot.
But this way, the ones we don't eat can be cut into Rice Krispie treats.
This way, no one thinks you're a feral wolf. Well, first, let's test it hot. Cheers. You're gonna have to eat something sweet. Big boy bite.
So then,
That's so good.
my idea was that you treat it like you're forging steel and you do a milk cooler. I think that's the best way to eat it.
It's the best thing you can eat out of the lasagna pan.
Is this the greatest of like back of the box Americana recipes?
I think every other cereal strives to have this, and Chex Mix is like, we're gonna bang a hard left and just be something your dad eats in his rec room.
We made brown butter Rice Krispie treats with Maldon sea salt,
Oh yeah.
vanilla, and a milk cooler. I'm realizing how quickly these cool off and how insane it is that we had to find a way for you to eat them faster before they cooled off.
Right. Tasty times.
Call for tasty measures. Remember that sign off?
Oh, do we not do that anymore?
Only do it when you're here.
Oh, it's like I came back to school. I'm like, remember the old chant, guys? And they're like, we changed our mascot. It was racist.